Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. There's another paid request, this time from Smack It Down. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box in the videos, under the video, if you wish to. This is for Dance Flick, which is a film I had heard of. And then I looked on IMDb, just like a 3.5 or something on IMDb. I went, oh, great. And I'm like, oh my god, it's a parody movie. Now, it's directed by Damien Dante Wayans. Williams. I don't even remember the name of the fucking director. Was it Wayans or Williams? It's the guy Major Payne. If you ever seen Major Payne, and there's the one recruit, you could call me D. My name's Dwight, you call me D. And then Major Payne goes, I am not your damn brother. I'm like, that guy directed a film? Because he even makes a cameo in the movie. Damien Dante, I forget his fucking last name. You know what, I don't give a shit about his last name, because he sucked. It ain't worth me remembering. You know, I used to like parodies. Back to the day when they were worth it. Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, Airplane, Airplane 2, National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1, Hot Shots, especially Hot Shots Part 2. But I like Scary Movie, I like Scary Movie 2, but on the flip side, they ruined parodies, if you think about it. Because again, I like the first two Scary Movies. I do. But they did ruin parodies because of what they started with. The joke has to be more gross out and throw as many references to other movies as we can. And at least in the first two Scary Movies, there's enough, I don't know if there's enough creative juices in the writing, or the cast were just more game for the proceedings, or Damien Dante Wayans was not as rusty as he would be in films like Little Man, which I didn't care for. But that's when parody started to change. And then you had like Meet the Spartans and Scary Movie 3, 4, and 5. And I know people like Scary Movie 3. I'm not a fan of it. I'm sorry. Scary Movie 5 being one of the worst films I've seen. Then you had Movie 43, you had all this other shit. Date Movie, Epic Movie, and in this case, Dance Flick, which has some of the Wayans brothers in it. You got Damien Dante Wayans has a cameo. Marlon Wayans has a cameo. Sean Wayans has a cameo. And this movie was like produced and written by like 5 or 6 people. I mean, wow, 5 or 6 people produced and directed this, including the Wayans brothers. First off, no wonder Damien Wayans wants nothing to do with them. This just seems like it. Number 2, if this is all you come up with, you fucked up. You fucked up badly. I mean, it's trying to be a parody of films like Save the Last Dance and Step Up and those dance movies where there's like a dance competition and they're doing some crazy stuff. Like one slides, and as he slides, he lifts his leg up and he pisses on a guy's face. This is the first 2 minutes of the film. And a guy slides and pisses on another guy's face. And one guy sticks his head up his ass. One spins. As he spins on his head, it's a drill that goes through the floor. One does a slide on his head, and then, oh, I'm on the street. Oh, oh, oh. And he slides off a fucking bridge. And then it's trying to be Save the Last Dance because you had this girl who used to dance. Her mom died. And there are jokes in here that I don't get. And someone's going to have to explain it to me. There's a bit where it's a flashback to her mom dying. and she gets hit by a car, and Catwoman gets out and leaves. Why does Catwoman, someone in like a Halle Berry Catwoman outfit, get up and leave? Is this something I missed? Did Halle Berry hit someone with a car? Or did Catwoman hit someone with a car? Or something else? What am I missing? Why does the mom get hit by a car and Catwoman leaves the car? What am I missing with that? So this girl goes to a new school. Her dad is Chris Elliott. Meanwhile, the people who lost the dance competition, they owe money to this warlord played by a very fat David Alan Grier, and all of his jokes is about food. Just fat is funny, and he wants food. You get it? You get it? He's fat fuck, and he wants food, and all his jokes about food. I want a piece of the pie. Okay, I'm gonna give you literal pie. Every fucking joke is about food because he's fat. You get it? He's fat. So our lead girl meets some people in school, including this one other lady who had a baby, and she was dancing. She gave birth, and the baby like did this on the dance floor. Marlon Wayans plays a teacher who is also an actor, and he shows a film he was in where he was a slave, but he still says he got integrity. Sean Wayans plays the one girl's baby daddy. There's one teacher they have who's Miss Camel Toe, but she says it's Camel Toe, and she has a camel toe. One kid who's the son of, oh, what the hell was the guy? Remember the guy in Scary Movie 1 who had the baby dick? He was also a cop in Freddy vs. Jason, who Jason electrocuted. He's in this, and he's like a coach, and his son is gay. There's even a point that he sings, remember that song Fame? But he sings it, but it's gay. Gay! Ba-ba-ba gay forever. Gay! It took 5-6 people to write this fucking movie? What, in 5 or 6 seconds? There are 3 times I chuckled at. I will admit. I'm going to tell what 3 of them were. Because the rest of the plot is this other guy, played by Damien Wayans Jr., gets with the lead girl, and they go through the Save the Last Dance type of thing. Him getting her to dance. She hangs out with friends. They give her blackface at one point. You see someone's ass shaking in tights. I'm a maniac, maniac. And I'm like, I know where this joke's going. And then the wide shot, you realize it's Damien Wayans Jr. in the tight clothes, and it was his ass with the tights on. Dance competition. Fat David Alan Grier helps them out. And when he goes back, he smashes through the floor because he's so fat. And they win the dance competition. There are jokes in here that people who watch it nowadays won't fucking understand. There's a parody. There was a bit where David Hasselhoff, someone uploaded a video where he was drunk on the floor eating a burger. There are people that don't even remember that fucking happened. So if they watch this film, they'd be like, why the fuck is there a random scene of someone drunk on the floor eating a sandwich? Because it's a parody of a video David Hasselhoff was in. I'm like, if I didn't live that time, like, people watch this now, they're not going to know what the fuck that is. Just like that, I don't know why Catwoman is out of a vehicle. But the 3 points that I laughed at, I mentioned them 3. Number 1 was with Teeny Ivory Wayans, where the first dance competition, he's a guy that, hey, you guys get together, you guys go ahead, have your dance off, I'll hold the money. He gets $10,000. Okay, if you guys win, you get $7,000. I mean 10, the whole 10. I meant the whole 10,000. Like he keeps trying to steal money, and they keep pulling guns on him. No, no, I mean the whole money. Yeah, you get the like that was I thought a little bit funny. Because it seemed natural. Yeah, the guy's going to try to steal money from you. No, you're not. Okay, no, 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 you're right. I'm not. I'm not. The second one is, and it's because of the cutaway shot. You know, the lady's talking about, oh, you gotta be a good mother. She brought her baby to school. You gotta be a good mother. You gotta take care of the baby. And she puts the baby in the locker and closes it. She's like, you take care. Now, just to like a quick shot of the baby through the vents of the locker, and the baby's like, that that cutaway close up and the noise the baby makes, that kind of sold the joke. Like, I will admit, that made me go like that. I gotta admit. And the third time was with Sean Wayans. When he goes over, he goes, I'm here to pick up my son. Okay. I'll see him next week. I'll pick him up again. Dude, that's something that would be an Airplane. An Airplane 2 and National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. That kind of saying something and doing it the most literal fashion. Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. That, to me, was actually clever. You know, I'm going to pick up my son. Okay, I did it. Now, next week I'll pick him up again. Like, to me, that was like the best joke in the movie because that was clever. That was like one of the more clever jokes. Which I guess just show you how sad this movie is if that's the case. He does it once and then he leaves. Like, that made me genuinely laugh. I'm okay, that was nice one movie. But the rest of it is just like Damien Wayans Jr. after it, they're having a dance by themselves and he's like, I got a secret, and he turns and they just do a quick reference to Twilight. Where he's got this glitter and white face. And she's like, well, I'm not scared. In fact, I'm disappointed you don't even have fangs. I'm like, okay, we did. Twilight sucks. Again, as much as I like Scary Movie 1 and 2, they kind of did ruin parodies from now on. Because either it's like we gotta put as much piss jokes and other type of jokes in there, or some stupid bottom of the barrel humor, or reference this movie, and now make up for, like, reference this pop culture, reference that pop culture. Again, that's not going to last a span of time. Like I said, there's people they're not going to get the fucking drunk David Hasselhoff burger joke and some of this other stuff. Other jokes they try to do, the one female teacher, she tries to do a rap, and they're like, her lips are moving. Well, yes, camel toe lady, those lips are moving. Doing the with her pussy lips while she tries to rap. I mean, I don't give a fuck about dance competitions in general in movies, let alone a parody of them. And there are like 2-3 times I chuckled at. The rest of it was a chore to sift through. Some characters, they like pop up a couple times, but nothing's really done with them. Like the gay kid, you think, okay, is there going to be a point where he tells his dad he's gay, or some kind of prominence of him being gay? No. Oh, the one girl that's pretty much remember that movie Hairspray? That's what she's trying to be, the girl in Hairspray. They just keep calling her fat. Is there any other story to her? No. They're just part of the team at the dance competition. Now, do those characters do anything specific? No. The Hairspray girl, the gay kid, they don't do anything. Seems like, what was the fucking point of having these characters in this in the first place? The dance competition, they're all doing the same thing, and then the lead girl like is on a stripper pole, and then David Allen Greer comes in to smash floors, and then they win. So you didn't even need the gay kid in there. You didn't even need the hairspray, that lady in there. You didn't need any of that. Damien Dante Wayans, I think that was his name. I guess a lot of the Wayans brothers did it because Damon Wayans Jr. is one of his big roles. So hey, let's help him out. Let's produce and write this thing. And what's sad and ironic, they probably fucked up his career. I wrote some stuff down so I wouldn't fucking forget names. And I still forgot the director's name. So show so much this is fucking worthless. That's kind of sad and ironic. They kind of fucked up his career. Because Damon Wayans Jr., other than Let's Be Cops, I think he was in, or some other stuff, he hasn't done a lot of stuff. He definitely did not get the success of Damon Wayans Sr. And you make a piece of shit film like Dance Flick that flops, just a 3.79 to B. That's not really going to turn heads to people hiring your ass. So it's like, good job, Wayans. Good job fucking up David Wayans Jr. But even he does not have the presence of his dad. I'm sorry, David Wayans Jr., he doesn't have the presence, he doesn't have the comic timing, he does not have the talent that his dad had. Because I like Damon Wayans. I don't know about him as a person, but when I watch him, The Last Boy Scout, Mo Money, Major Payne, he's entertaining. He's got presence, he's got star quality. And like even Keenan Ivory Wayans when he was acting, whether it be a Low Down Dirty Shame, which he directed, Most Wanted, which is a more serious role, he had presence and he had screen presence and comic timing. He was doing The Glimmer Man, he was Steven Seagal. Like these are talented Wayans. Marlon, I do think is talented. He just picks terrible fucking projects. I think he's a terrible writer. I think he'd be a good comedian if someone writes for him. Because I think he's got the energy, exuberance, but he's a terrible writer. You watch A Haunted House 1 and 2, you watch some of these other movies, he's not a good writer. I'm sorry, man, you're not. You're not. I mean, the films people know you from is either when someone wrote for you and more serious, like Requiem for a Dream, or with your brothers in Scary Movie 1 and 2, which you had other people writing those movies with you. And I'm trying, like, what, G.I. Joe? He didn't write that, it just wasn't a good movie. But some of, like, your other... He did one that was a wannabe parody of 50 Shades of Grey. And then I did A Haunted House 1 and 2, which was a parody of found footage films. They weren't that good. They weren't that good. So, Shawn Wayans... It's funny, Shawn Wayans doesn't really get a lot of roles by himself. Like, anytime you see Shawn Wayans, it's when he's with the other Wayans brothers. Of course, the Wayans Brothers TV show was pretty decent. But I mean, like Shawn... Has Shawn Wayans starred in a movie that didn't have his brothers in it? I'm trying to think. Because the only time he did was like Little Man and White Chicks, and he had Marlon Wayans with it. But I just been like, if Shawn... Like, Marlon has done it by himself. He was in, what, Senseless? Like I said, the Haunted House movies. Has Shawn Wayans done that? I don't think he has. I wonder, I guess by choice or something else. I don't know. I wonder. But I'd rather talk about that than this fucking movie, man. Dance Flick, I guess technically it's better than Epic Movie and Date Movie, because at least there were 2 or 3 times I chuckled. But the 3.79 to B, does it deserve it? Yeah. It's not that good. It's not that entertaining. And I don't know why you do a parody of dance flicks in general. That just seems like a subject you go, really? parody on those films. Just not a genre that really screams for parody, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Maybe a scene to parody a dance sequence, but not a whole film. So, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.